just woman enough to admit it. I'm not trying to say these women are not woman enough to admit, but I can admit it. I would feel more complete if I had a male partner.
Enough of this independent bull crap.
I just realized, Uti, I can't be single forever.
Wake up and realize that you no longer wanted to be a strong, black, independent woman. Something that I've never thought that I would get to the point in my life where I no longer identified as a strong, black, independent woman.
A lot of people don't talk about this publicly, but this is a message to the young girls, especially if you're dealing with guys who are in them streets. I'm gonna just give y'all a little piece of game real quick. Don't let no man who you know is in them streets send nothing to your house. If you want him, maybe it's some flowers, ask, what is it? What is it? And if you're like, man, don't worry about it, no, send it to somebody else's house. Don't have him trying to have you go with no bank with no checks, no cards, none of that. Don't let him convince you to go to the post office and ship off no packages that you don't know what is in the packages. Even if you kind of are down a little bit to get, a little bit dirty, and he tells you it could really be some, and now you in the feds like my homegirl. Don't do it. If he offers you an obscene amount of money that, oh my God, my dreams are going to come true. If he's not your boyfriend and you know where the money came from, and he's like, I want to give you 60 bands to start your business. No, thank you. And another one, don't let no boy convince you to set nobody up. Ever. Doesn't matter the situation, because now you are set up. And you will never, ever, ever live that down. And the last and final one, especially for my girls who are in the Bay Area, where you grew up around 304 stuff, don't ever let these men convince you into, let's get some money together. Hell no.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she's been through some things. Thank you for sharing. Ladies need things like this nowadays. They hear a lot of getting into it without, because think about it. What do they hear? Date a man that has the bag. What do ladies in the hood see as men who have the bag? Drug dealers, scammers, right? That say, go into this bank and do this. And what happens? Okay, I'm getting money with my baby. I'm Bonnie and Clyde. They start singing Jay-Z and Bonnie and Clyde. All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend now. As she said, her friend went to the feds. You will get a lot of job. You will get a lot of time because they will lock you up. You know what I'm going to be singing? You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
I'll say it all day. I need a man. I need that masculine energy. I need it. Yes, women can survive without men. They sure can. They can get jobs. They can fill their lives with friendships, and they can get the emotional connection that they need from other people. That's absolutely true. I need a man because that is what I can't even like describe it. I can't describe it. I don't know what it is. It's probably the curse of Eve. Okay, when God said you will always crave a man, you will always crave his domination, you will always crave it. I'm just woman enough to admit it. I'm not trying to say these women are not woman enough to admit, but I can admit it. That I would feel more complete if I had a male partner. Just would. I don't feel like that takes away from who I am. I'm still Amber without a man. I'm still her. I can still do the same things. I can have a full life without a man. I can't. I can't. I'm always going to feel like there's something missing. I'm always
that's
going to
true.
feel like I need that male partner, right? So I don't like being grouped in when y'all say modern women. And this is really no hate to women. Some women are completely content with not having a man. They don't need what I need. Women are not a monolith, okay? Some women are completely okay with not having that masculine energy around them. I'm just not one of them. I want a man. I need a man. It's not a want. I need one. I do need one.
Did you come to that conclusion? Seriously, when did you come to that conclusion? Like a lot of ladies make me want to ask that, because how many years did it take you to come to that conclusion? That's a better question, right? Because I'm looking at your age now. What are you? Around 32, 33, 34. Epiphany is what made you come to that conclusion. Your biological clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock.
Your time is up.
I forgot what's his name? There was a guy. He said click, clock, tick tock, something like that. But yeah, that's what you're going through. Time is running out. And I knew it. I knew my time was running out. But not really, because why? I see it all the time. A man could be 60, 70, fly across them borders, go to Thailand, even Africa, Philippines, many other places, and get someone. And it's wild, because you know what men can do? And ladies have to realize it's not meant for you to do that. Men can play off their life. It's not fair, no. Patriarchy, as you ladies like to say, the patriarchy, right? Men can be a player all their life and then go somewhere else and then take it serious. Like I see a lady talk about that. She was upset. Well, actually, a guy, he approached the lady, and I think he was picking on her. He said, "Hey, you can go. You're about 40. You can still go out and find someone." He was making fun of her because he played all of his life and did exactly what I just said. Went to Mexico and got a lady much younger and got serious with her. His whole life a player. Ladies try to do it. What happens? That's because that's what they do nowadays. What's happening? Then they can't have you. Oh, how about to the doctor and realize she told me I have one egg left. You expire.
Tick tock. Tick tock indeed.
For all the people that have to be dependent on themselves, can we just have a quick check-in? How are you coping? How? This weekend, I have felt so tired and so burnt out. And I was racking my brain thinking, why is that? Why is that? And then I realized I feel like that 99.99% of the time. Why? Because I have to manage my home by myself. That includes all the finances, grocery shopping, making sure that the home is tidy, on top of a full-time corporate job, social media. I run a all-women's community, as well as handling the filming and the editing of my podcast, plus all the other things that I have to be for everybody else, their friend, their sister, their child, being responsible for Toby. And sometimes I want to take a break, sometimes I want to have a weekend to myself, but then I can't. I realize that I'm using my time of rest to do all the things that I need to do for the week, or all the things that I need to do to upkeep the running of my home. And then of recent, I've been thinking about, cost of living, the fact that we're in a recession, how can I increase my streams of income? But I'm really thinking, where is the time? Where is the time? Because yes, everybody has the same 24 hours as Beyonce, but not all of us have the resources and the support that Beyonce will have. So I just want to know, how are you lot coping? Because as for me, I feel burnt out all the time. And I'm just wondering if there's any tips or advice that we can give each other to help those of us like me who literally have to depend on themselves all of the time.
Why did she bring up Beyonce? I'm puzzled. I'm like, you and Beyonce are nowhere near in the same sentence. I think she's approaching $1 billion herself. Jay-Z's already a billionaire, which is her man. and she's approaching $1 billion herself. Why would you bring her name up? Like, listen, I know you're on Beyonce's internet, but comparing yourself anything close to Beyonce, don't bring her name up. Say like the regular woman down the block with her husband, happy. I'm not like her. Yeah, that's true, because you're not. Because you're doing it all alone right now. Rely on a man. That's it. Accept.
World dog say someone seem love the independent woman them. They love in woman them will say, babes, go on a party, go on a club, go buy 6 buckle. I got this. So I'm telling you, stop telling man so I have this. Stop going like gonna have it. If man say I need yes, you have money, no. I love talk about I got it. Gonna want to look independent. I'm not tired I'm not tired. I don't want a man to take care of you. Oh, now I can't tell man I got this, so then can go buy 6 buckle and go show off a party and look good, have and designer clothes, and you in a house I work hard and I stress and you talk, but I got this. Damn idiot. Young ladies, don't continue on the part. Don't tell the man themselves I got this. Enough of this independent bull crap. You not have it. No, see. No, me not understand.
You know, she doesn't get men will accept nothing less. That's what's happening. That's why ladies say, I need an old school man. I want a man with a provider mindset. But they know. Certain ladies know. Like, I wish Sprinkle, she told the truth. She said, there's not many men around like my husband anymore. Because there isn't. And even men your husband's age are waking up. They're watching. If I look at my subscriber base right now, right? There's sprinkle husbands age. They're older than me, actually. Like, a lot of my subscribers are older than me, and a lot of other people's as well. So even ladies your age have issues. Yes, no more provider men. That era is done.
Those days are over.
I'm at work, ne? And as I just realized, I can't be single forever. I need a man.
That's not my problem.
Futhi guys, I'm not that woman who can do what men do, and I'm all about that single. No, guys, I'm not about single life, guys. I'm not about that feminine struggle, guys. I need a man. I need him jola. I need a man to take care of me, guys. Cause guys. Yeah, I can't, guys. Futhi mina ngirat guys ngiyihouse housewife. Futhi mina ngiyahlonipha. Yazi lalo ba yini, even if ungazuthi isithando sami ufuna ukuthatha like 3 wives, I will understand baba ngoba hayi mina. Guys. I can't angisakwanisa ukusebenza. I can't. I am tired, man. Guys, I need indoda. I need indoda. I need them. I need a man.
What she's saying, but I understood that last part. I did the man Oh man, I shouldn't laugh though. I shouldn't laugh because they're finally realizing. But what's happening? It's getting a little too late because you know what men are saying. Men are going to fill you out, and then they're going to be saying, it's too late to apologize. It's too late. Yeah. It's too late to apologize. Yeah. It's too late. Because the things you want a man to do, that's past. We're past those days, right? We're past that time. Men aren't doing it anymore. Yeah, she's aging. She's not realizing that's dead. Even just like the second lady, like the last lady. Ooh, these times are done. Wake up, lady. Sprinkle, need to tell these ladies the truth. She knows, though. It's done.
It's too late.
If I'm the only girlie that is going through a season where they are tired of strength, tired of being a strong woman, tired of being an understanding woman, tired of being brought lessons, just generally that is all 2024 has been, and I would like ease, I would like rest, I would like assistance, but it just doesn't seem to be happening, and I am tired. I'm tired of being a strong, independent woman. I'm tired.
Wake up and realize that you no longer wanted to be a strong, black, independent woman. And this can apply to white women and men as well, because I've definitely heard this term coined by a lot of people. But for me, it was about 6 months ago. I legit woke up, realized that I've slayed all of my goals. I have my career, I have my house, I have the car, I have everything else, and I don't want it anymore. If you can't relate to what I'm saying, then you can't relate to what I'm saying. But for me, at 32 and a couple more months left till I'm 33, I realized that my priorities are changing. And now I want to be a housewife. I want to raise children. I don't want responsibilities. I don't want to have a mortgage. Actually, I do want a mortgage, but I don't want it to be in my name. I honestly want to relinquish responsibility to an able-bodied man. Keyword, able-bodied man. And this is such a new thing for me, and this is epiphany, and this is something that I've been struggling with. Why is my lip gloss not opening? Why am I struggling with my lip gloss right now? Let's pause this video so that I can... Never mind. So, this is something that I've honestly been struggling with, because it's something that I've never thought that I would get to the point in my life where I no longer identified as a strong, black, independent woman. And it's crazy because I remember growing up, or in my 20s, I would hear of women who would go out, they would seek these fabulous careers, attorneys, doctors, lawyers, whatever it is, whatever they wanted. And then all of a sudden, they would get married and they would give it all up. And I used to think, what the actual... Who does all this to give it up to be a stay-at-home mother? And then I turned 32 and a half, and I realized it is I. I am that woman.
You can't make this up.
I yearn to be a stay-at-home mom. I no longer want to take on all the responsibilities. I want to delegate it to a man. I want to live a soft life. And a small part of me feels like I've worked for that. I've proven to myself, I feel like I've proven to my parents, I've proven to the world that I can do it.
To your parents?
And now that that has been proven, I no longer want it. And at 32, I think men have reached their peak of whatever it is that they do, and they've caught up. And I think that I'm finally comfortable with letting them take the lead. I just need a applicant. Does anybody else feel that way? Am I the only one that feels that way? Sound off below.
She was serious. Like, why? Why do they do that? Like, you wait until your later years. Then you're at the end of time. 32? What about when you were 22? I bet the hotness was different. But you wasted up your years doing doubles. How do I know you're doing doubles? You have on a nurse's outfit or a CNA or, something of the sort, something in that field. So a man is going to be thinking you're most likely used up, because men already know about women in your field. So you want applicants? A man's going to be reading you going, man, this is your application right now. I lived a hard life. I tore scars left and right. Where's your man now? I showed my parents I can do. What about your man? You be taking applications already. You have to do both. Why do ladies keep dropping the ball? I don't need a man. I can do it all on my own. But why can't you do both? In my family, we all did both. We did our career. We got with the person we wanted to be with at the same time. That's a normal human being. What are you, alien? Seriously. I've been looking at these ladies nowadays like, I talked to someone about this today, right? Everything happening, feminisms, all of the isms, it's all related. But this here is a whole nother monster. Because it's one of the isms, it's feminism. I can do it all on my own. And now you're all saying, I can't do it alone anymore. I'm struggling. So I need a man to take the load off my back. Maybe you wasn't meant to carry that load anyway. But if a man says that, oh, patriarchy. We're back to square one. Nonsense.
More misogynistic than men.
Mm.
Yeah. It will never fail to surprise me when a woman comes up against her abuser. In most cases, powerful men. And they talk about everything that they've experienced in the hands of said man. And the first thing you women say is, but why did you stay so long? Listen, I'm seeing this a lot in the Diddy and Cassie case. Comments from women, mothers, writing things like, oh, but you should have just left. I pray to God that you never know what it is to be abused. Because actually, being abused takes away who you are as a person. You are holding an abused person to the same standard of a person that's not traumatized. When a person is abused, they no longer function normally. The abuser crawls inside their head, the place that they make decisions in. The abuser lives there rent free and basically is a huge part of their whole life. Like your entire dynamic completely changes. So every time I see a woman write, but why don't you just leave? I just know she's never been abused. I just know she's never been in a situation like that, because if you have been in a situation like that, you know exactly why she didn't leave, which I guess lucky you. You've never experienced such horrendous things. So I guess it's fun to sit down and judge another woman. But my thing is, never say never. One thing about life, never say it could never be me, because no abused woman planned to be abused. No abused woman decided I'm going to stay here and let somebody else do this to me, okay? It can happen to any single person. So if a woman comes out with her story about whatever form of abuse it is, if you can't say something nice, please don't come with your misogynistic comments about, why did you stay that long? But I don't understand. Just be quiet or be supportive, okay? That person is already beating themselves up for staying that long. They already have lost every part of themselves. All that judgment, they're already judging themselves. So I'm looking at the Diddy Cassie case.
She said it again. I said to myself, if she says Diddy's name one more time, I need to say something. You're right. Why do I say she's right? I'm laughing. I know you're like, Jay, why are you laughing? It's not it's misogynistic, definitely. There's no escaping Diddy. Even men don't escape Diddy. Take that, take that, take that, take that. Diddy, everybody take that, take that, take that. He giving it to everybody. Men, women, little girls, take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. He got some for everybody. Baby oil, lollipop treats. He got TD Jakes with him. He got Usher, Justin Bieber. Take that, take that, take that, take that. Diddy's wild. There is no escaping Diddy. You're just not doing it.
Halle, DDG. I mean, everywhere you turn around now, it's domestic violence, abuse. And I just want for y'all to understand something. Abusers do not look like what y'all think they look like. Abusers are the most cunning, manipulative people in the world. They could be the sweetest guy outside, and at home they're like a monster. So I'm going to say this again. When a woman comes out with a story, if you cannot support her, be quiet. I really hold women to a higher standard, because if a man is saying these things, these misogynistic things, I'm like, okay, sure, the patriarchy, whatever. But when I see y'all, women in the comments being pick-me's, talking about, it could never be me. Okay. It could never be you. Let's see. You never know. It'll always be disappointing. Even when a man says something like that, I'm disappointed. But I'm extra disappointed when it comes from a woman.
No, it has nothing to do with that, right? There's no escaping Diddy. That's it.
High value man, but you're a high value woman. What makes you a high value woman?
I'm focused on my education. That's something I value. I focus on exercising. I'm nurturing, kind, loving, respectful. I'm a great sister. I'm very involved in my family. I'm religious to an extent. I don't really smoke anything anymore at all.
Don't
you talking about?
Yeah, and nicotine.
Don't really smoke? As soon as you said smoke anything, you lost. Seriously. Because my last two ladies I was with long term, didn't smoke anything ever. My wife never smoked ever. Now you're engaging in nicotine, weed. You lost all points right there. But let me hear her out.
When's the last time you smoked?
Probably like a month ago, and I don't do it very often, is what I'm saying.
When's the last time you smoked nicotine?
Like a month, too.
I mean, that's not a very long track record.
But I'm
If
also
you're-
20 years old.
I don't think your age is.
No, I'm just talking about, like, you know, a high-value woman is not going to be like a 16-year-old girl. Like, I'm on the path to get there, and
No, you're
some of
not.
my characteristics embody that, and I want to continue working towards that because I
Do
think
you party
that
on the weekends?
the only time I'm going to be partying is like after finals.
High value women don't go out to
But I
bars and
think-
clubs and
Yeah,
parties.
it's true.
And
He's
get phased
right.
and drunk and tanked.
He's right. What do you I'm a high value woman because I speak like this and I'm like this when I'm around men. You know, because I want them to pick me. I'm a pick Misha, but I still do what I want. Get out of here.
The things that came out of this whole situation with the wizard Liz being cheated on is the death of the whole high value woman concept. And I just have so many problems with this type of content and what it's teaching women. And I think that it's responsible for some of the problems between men and women. But even worse, I feel that it puts pressure on women to behave in certain ways that may not be healthy or even in their best interest. One example of this is if I'm on a date with someone and there is absolutely no vibe, there are times where I have split the bill. And I do think that in early dating, the woman shouldn't pick up the tab. But if there is no chemistry at all, I kind of feel bad sometimes. And all of this stuff about how women should be getting princess treatment and the sprinkle stuff is so obviously toxic internet brain rot. And saying this doesn't make me a pick-me. If you think any wealthy man who is worth his weight would ever be with a woman who says sprinkle, you need a reality check. A lot of the women giving this kind of advice are SW. And I just want to remind you that SW isn't the oldest profession in the world, as some people say. It's actually the oldest form of slavery. I'm not saying that Liz is that. I don't know her situation. But the people who make this kind of content where they're trying to get women to behave like SW in dating situations, women who do this and engage like this with men are doing so to their own detriment. And that is why Liz ended up with the man she ended up with. I mean, look at him. He's not in his masculine. He's simpy. He followed her at the airport while she was in a mask. All of this stuff is so unhinged and toxic. And then he cheats on her on Snapchat. I didn't know anyone above the age of 17 used Snapchat. I didn't even know it was still around. All of these women telling you to get an SD style guy who buys you whatever you want, whenever you want, who is your golden retriever #1 fanboy, are selling you a lie. They are selling you a one-way ticket to misery. And it's high time that women wake up to this reality and realize this is the yin to the red pill yang. There's another video of her where she's interacting with a very handsome masculine guy and she's actually in her feminine energy. And it's so different from the video that she put out with her fiance because her fiance is clearly a beta simp. Have you noticed that so many of these high-value women, feminine energy, dark feminine energy coaches are married to undesirable men? That's not a coincidence. This whole thing is not a coincidence. Women are being coached on here to behave in ways that are to their own detriment. And sometimes I wonder if this doesn't have something to do with female intersexual competition.
Answer's coming.